Implementation Science in Action, Case Studies and Success Stories. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we'll be exploring implementation science in action through real effect case studies and success stories. We'll see how this growing field has turned promising research into impactful real-world solutions. From healthcare to education and beyond, we'll take a look at how implementation science has helped bring evidence-based interventions to scale, improving lives around the world. Before we dive into the case studies, let's quickly define implementation science. It's the study of how to successfully implement evidence-based practices, interventions, and policies into real-world settings. Essentially, it's about ensuring that research-based solutions actually make a difference in people's lives. Implementation science helps bridge the gap between research and practice, ensuring that innovations are adopted, adapted, and sustained in real-world contexts. Our first case study takes us to sub-Saharan Africa, where the scaling up of antiretroviral therapy ART for HIV treatment has saved millions of lives. Initially, access to ART was limited to pilot programs and urban centers. But through the principles of implementation science, these programs were scaled up to national health systems. By addressing barriers such as infrastructure, healthcare worker training, and medication supply chains, implementation science played a crucial role in expanding access to life-saving treatment across entire regions. Today, millions of people living with HIV have access to treatment, drastically reducing mortality rates and improving quality of life. In the field of education, implementation science has helped scale up successful teaching practices. One great example is the introduction of active learning methods in K-12 schools across the United States. Research showed that active learning, where students participate directly in their learning, improves engagement and outcomes. However, transitioning from a small pilot program to a district-wide initiative required more than just providing new teaching materials. Implementation science helped by identifying key factors like teacher training, curriculum alignment, and ongoing support to ensure active learning was implemented effectively and sustained over time. The result? Higher student engagement, better academic performance, and long-term improvements in educational outcomes. Mental health is often overlooked, especially in low-income countries where resources are scarce. Implementation science has helped address this gap by scaling up mental health interventions in countries like Uganda and Nepal. One successful approach involved training community health workers to deliver basic mental health care, leveraging local resources to expand access. Implementation science frameworks guided the adaptation of these interventions to fit the local context, taking into account cultural differences, resource limitations, and healthcare infrastructure. As a result, communities that previously had little to no access to mental health care are now receiving regular support, improving overall mental health outcomes in those regions. These case studies show just how powerful implementation science can be. Whether it's scaling up HIV treatment across an entire continent, transforming teaching methods in classrooms, or bringing mental health care to underserved communities, implementation science helps ensure that interventions make a lasting, positive impact. Key to these successes are adaptability, sustainability, and collaboration, working with local stakeholders to make sure that interventions are practical, scalable, and ultimately successful. Implementation science is transforming the way we approach real-world problems, helping ensure that innovative solutions reach the people who need them most. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more inspiring stories of science in action. Let us know in the comments if there are other topics you'd like us to cover. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.